Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't be lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today on Storytime. Happy Friday. You know when the dance is back, when it is a Friday morning. Thank you so much for being here with us. I hope that you're doing okay wherever you are. And please leave us a message. Let us know you were here so we can say hi to you. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that you've had a lovely week, and I hope that you have an even better weekend coming up. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And glad to be here. Where are you joining in from today, and what is happening on your end of town? It has been raining and cold out here in Oakland and the Bay in general. So trying to layer up when out there, and roads are a little bit slick as well. So please do drive safely. Maybe a little bit slower than we might normally, but just be careful out there as you're out there. And if you're a pedestrian, please be sure to carry something reflective or something that could easily be seen by motorists out there and other road users as well. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate being here with you. Always. Yes, indeed. What a way to start the morning. Privileged indeed. I am to be here with you every single time. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, our final story for this week, but we're back next week with more amazing stories. And this week we bring one that is brand new to Storytime. And this one is written and illustrated by Ajuan Mance, and it's called What Do Brothers Do All Day? Yes, indeed. What Do Brothers Do All Day? Coming right up here on Storytime. Brand new to Storytime, being read here for the first time. And this one is published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you to them indeed for allowing us to read so many wonderful books here on Storytime. I hope that your week has been fantastic, one that makes you happy, and indeed one that did not make you mad at any point. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Excited to be here, and looking forward to a wonderful weekend, but also looking forward to more amazing books next week. And if you do miss Storytime over the weekend, remember that you can catch Storytime at your convenience, at the time that works best for you, at storytimewithmrlimata.com, at Storytime with Mr. Limata on Facebook and YouTube anytime. Thank you so much for being here, and please keep sending us your recommendations so we can bring them here to Storytime. Thank you so much for being here. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for being here out there in cold Kentucky. Is the sun out at least today? Thank you so much for joining in, Kathy, and of course Ari and Megan. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime, and you saying morning ingredients. Yes, indeed, you are part of those morning ingredients. I am too. Our amazing stories are as well, and everybody else that is joining us here on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you are excited for this Friday that is ahead. And of course, if it is much later in your day, I hope that it has been a beautiful Friday so far, and indeed one that you that has gone the way you like it to have been. Thank you so much for being here with us today. What Do Brothers Do? Coming up very, very shortly. To everybody else that is joining in Storytime today, Thank you. Remember to leave us your recommendations so we can work to bring them here to Storytime. And please look out. We'll be having guests here to Storytime, some brand new to Storytime, and some coming back with new work. And I cannot wait to share their stories with you. And of course, you can always go back to our archives and see all the amazing conversations that we've had here with our amazing creators, authors, illustrators, and people involved in children's literature in one way or another. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Please get comfortable, get cozy, and get ready for this wonderful story that we're about to read. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you on the other side of this very short break.
Hi, my name is Chad, and I'm homeschooled in Natchitoches, Louisiana. And today you're tuning in with Mr. Limata. Story time with Mr. Limata.
Love it. Thank you so much, Chad. Out there in Natchitoches, Louisiana, sending you lots of love. Of course, you, Braylon, Pamela, Courtney, thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I hope that you've been able to catch the recordings. We've missed being live here with you every morning. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that everything is going well. We hope the entire family is doing well. All right, here's our book for today. What Do Brothers Do All Day, written and illustrated by Ajuan Mance, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And let me just give you a full. Here we go. There's a full spread of the cover. Yeah, and this one has Andy's too. And there's more. Oops, let me see if I can get the sleeve jacket. Just place there, and there you go. I wonder what he's listening to. Yeah, but that smile says it all, right? Fantastic. All right, let me just put the sleeve back on and we get started with our story. But there's so much to appreciate about this book. And, well, I have to show you this too. Amazing portraits back here. So both bookends have these images. And I'll read up a little bit at the end so you can know where these are coming from as well. There's a whole book at 1001 Black Man, which is beautiful and also written by Ajuan Mance. All right, here we go. Our story for today. What do brothers do all day? Written and illustrated by Ajuan Mance, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. What do brothers do all day? What do they do? What do brothers do all day? Yeah. Brothers drive. Yep. Brothers ride. What do brothers do all day? Brothers drive. Brothers ride. Aww. Hi, Megan. Drive safely back. Hoping before the drive back home, got to see a double rainbow on this rainy morning. Oh, can't beat that. Can't beat that indeed. Thank you for sharing, Megan. Drive safely. Brothers drive, brothers ride. Yeah. What do brothers do all day? Brothers wait for the bus. Yeah. Brothers drive, brothers ride. Brothers wait for the bus. Yeah. and wait in line. Brothers, wait for the bus and wait in line. And get lined up. Our brothers build. Yeah. Talking about getting lined up, I think it's time for me to visit my barber too. Yeah. Brothers, get lined up. Brothers, build. Wow, and cook. Yum. And eat. Yeah. What did you have for dinner? Is it pasta and pesto? Maybe. What's your favorite? Yeah. Brothers, cook and eat. Aw. Brothers, float and fly. Yeah. Brothers, float and fly. I love the illustrations in this book. Brothers, jump. Yeah. Brothers, jump. Oh, and dance. Yes. Brothers jump. Brothers dance. I hope you get to dance today too. Brothers march. Oh yeah. Brothers dance. Brothers march. Yeah, for peace, for love, for freedom, and pride. Brothers march. Brothers sing. Yeah. Brothers march. Brothers sing. Brothers rock. And yeah, brothers rock and roll. Brothers play. Yes, brothers rock. Brothers roll. Brothers play. And play. Yes, and play. Brothers play and play and play. Yeah. Oh, brothers sip. Brothers spin. Yeah. Looks so cozy, whatever they're having. I want some. Brothers sip, brothers spin. Brothers listen and laugh. Yes, indeed. Brothers listen, laugh. Yeah. I hope we all do get a good laugh in today, tomorrow, or the weekend. Yeah. Brothers listen. Brothers laugh. Yeah. And love. Yeah. Brothers listen, laugh, and love. Yeah. Look at their faces. Love it. Brothers listen, brothers laugh, and love. Yeah. Well, what will you do today? Yeah. What will you do today? So much in the day. Yeah. And that is the end of our story today. And I'll just read two back matter on here on the author's note when we come back from break. But thank you so much for joining in today. I love this book, and I think we will be bringing it back to story time for sure. Please let us know your thoughts, and of course, say hi to us. Thank you so much for joining in. I'll catch you on the other side of this very short break when we're back with more story time.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you indeed, Zetta Elliott. Amazing books, including Dragons in the Bag, and book 5 in the series is out now. So do check those out. And of course, too, many books that Zetta has written that I encourage you to check out from your local library, and of course wherever else that you find books. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Absolutely love it. Let us go into our author's note for today, from our author today, our author illustrator Ajuan Mance, and it says in March 1968, Richard Scarry published What Do People Do All Day? Scarry's richly illustrated book was a guide to the places and jobs and activities that defined the daily lives of grown-ups. I first encountered Scarry's work in the early 1970s when I was about 6 years old. The world of adults, with its grocery lists, PTA meetings, shopping trips, and dinner parties, seemed both tantalizingly exotic and impossibly complex. In today's cultural and political landscape, the lives and activities of Black men have come to occupy a similar place of fascination and uncertainty, not just for children, but for many people of all ages. I created What Do Brothers Do All Day in response to children's innate curiosity about the activities and experiences of others. But this book also grew out of my understanding that many kids long for characters and communities that look and feel like the people and places they know. Looking back on my own childhood, I know this longing firsthand. For some, What Do Brothers Do All Day is a playful exploration. But for Black kids who rarely see themselves reflected in the pages of a book, it is also an affirmation of their world and the people who are in it. Powerful indeed. And I just thought we should share that this morning. Beautiful, beautiful book. A beautiful celebration of African American culture, Black culture in this book. And yeah, do check it out at your local library. Thank you so much for joining in here on Storytime today. And Ajuan Mance is actually a visual artist and author, editor, and also a professor at Mills College, which is not too far from here in Oakland. Oakland, California. And of course, her book is inspired by What Do People Do All Day? And then she created the groundbreaking series 1001 Black Men, a collection of portraits produced over 6.5 years that later evolved into this book. And she's into, making zines and so many other resistance work. And yeah, so this is some of her work, of course, the entire book, but these are some of the portraits that I included in the 1001 Black Men. So yeah, there you go. A little bit about Ajuan Mance, and of course a little bit about the background of this amazing book. Thank you so much for joining in today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. I hope that you have a wonderful day. And if you notice today, I'm wearing my Zambia jersey. Well, let's go Zambia. Good luck at the African Cup of Nations that begins on Saturday, begins tomorrow, but Zambia doesn't play until Wednesday. Zambia plays on Wednesday, and we'll be playing against the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes, indeed. It is a Southern Africa affair, so I cannot wait for that game. But I cannot wait for the African Cup of Nations to begin tomorrow on Saturday. So you know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining in today. Yes, go Zambia. All the best at the tournament this year. Thank you indeed for joining in Storytime. I hope that you have a lovely Friday, whatever you're up to. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you here on Storytime. And please remember to leave us a message. Let us know your recommendations and everything else that you'd like to see here on Storytime. Thank you so much for being here. Please be sure to take care of everything that you need to. And of course, we'll see you again on Monday for more Storytime. And hopefully you will be seeing Storytime over the weekend too. Much love from me. Love you lots. And we'll see you again on Monday. Please take care of yourselves and do check in on a loved one if you can. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Hooray from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.